Live from Seiling High School, it's the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week, presented by High Plains Insurance. As the number one team in Class B in the AP poll, the Wildcats from Seiling take on the fifth-ranked Oklahoma Bible Academy Trojans. Good evening, Tom Nelson with you from the crossroads of Northwest Oklahoma as we bring you a big eight-man football game between Seiling and OBA. Seiling rose to the top of the Class B rankings after knocking off defending state champion Laverne on the road last week. 40-38 was the final that ended Laverne's 15-game winning streak dating back to the state championship game in 2020. OBA, in their first year as an eight-man district after moving from 11-man and playing as an independent a year ago, has blasted Davenport, Southwest Covenant, and Yale on their way to a perfect start. The Trojans have a lot of talent, but they might be a little bit underrated across the state. Adam Dieselhorst is by my side tonight. And Adam, the coaches in B2 picked the Trojans fifth out of 6 teams in the preseason district poll. It would not be surprising if OBA plays with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, and obviously with the situation with OBA dropping down from 11-man a couple years ago and playing the independent schedule, there's a lot of unknown there. But, most people saw what kind of team they had last year, even playing that independent schedule, the kind of skill kids they have and the kind of quarterback they have. And I know that I've talked to some people around the Enid area, and I know they do feel a little slighted.
Well, we will see what happens tonight because this is a big measuring stick game for them against the number one team in Class B. Both teams have a dynamic quarterback and skill position talent to burn. This should be a fun one. Seiling hosts OBA in a big Class B 8-man battle, and it's coming up on the Squirtle Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Sunny and 91 degrees, a gusty breeze blowing from the south here in Seiling tonight as we watch the Wildcats from Seiling High School take on the Trojans from Oklahoma Bible Academy on the west side of Enid. OBA making the hour and 20-minute trip out here, just like we did from Enid as well. And we should see a dandy football game, Adam. Seiling ascended number one in the state last week after their big win over Laverne, and OBA, they've got the talent to possibly be there later on this year as well.
Yeah, just looking at these teams early on, just the athletes on both sides of the ball, and some good-looking kids as far as in pads. They've definitely passed the eye test for sure. And football's changed so much, you're going to see less of more of a spread-out type style from both the teams. It's really going to matter who's the most physical team that wins this game.
Harry Nunez with a good boot into the end zone for a touchback, and we will get underway. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. We'll get a chance to see the Seiling Wildcats, and they've got a dynamic quarterback. He's the coach's son. His name is Caden Manuel. And they had a big game last week in that win over Laverne. He scored 9 touchdowns rushing and passing so far this season. Has about 300 rushing yards, and he can throw the ball as well. Cody Pester will line up with him in the backfield. Cody has a couple hundred rushing yards in the season. He is a dynamic player as well. First down and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 20-yard line. And the first play of the game, the handoff to Pester, and he's tackled from behind after a short gain. And he's taken down by Bodie Boydston. We'll call his name a lot tonight.
So that's kind of the test early on for OBA. They run that dive play, and they run a lot of play action off of it with the quarterback.
Gain on the play of 5 yards, and it's 2nd down and 5. And a gain that will make 3rd and manageable on the carry, 3rd down and 2. And a big 3rd down play on the opening drive of this ball game. Seiling the home uniforms, the gold, tops and bottoms, the black helmets and black numbers. OBA the road whites with the black pants and black helmets. Off right guard. A short game for Pester, and he will not get the yardage needed for the 1st down. Matter of fact, let's give him 1 to bring up 4th down and 1.
Big play there by Nick Beckman inside. What a great stop there for the nose guard for OBA.
So 4th down and 1. And the first decision of the night for Gary Manuel, the head coach for Seiling. In his 5th year at the helm here in Seiling, a record of 28-21. They were picked by their coaches to win B3 this year. And this looks like, well, they're going to go up under center. A 1-back set on 4th down and 1. Quarterback sneak.
Got it.
Manuel bounces off left guard for a 1st down across the 30-yard line to the 33-yard line. Picks up 4. Move the chains, 1st down. So I'll tell you what, Seiling, they got a lot of confidence in their offense to get a yard on 4th and 1 in their own territory.
Yeah, and people don't like to punt anymore. I don't know if you've watched lately, but
option to the near side. It will be Manuel. Lowers his helmet, runs over a defender, gets across the 35-yard line to the 38, picking up 5.
And that was Jacob Colby on the tackle for OBA.
So brings up 2nd down and 5. Just underway, 2 minutes into the ball game. Our opening possession for the home team, the Seiling Wildcats. 2-0 coming in. They'll hand off to Pester, and he'll get, well, almost, I think he'll be just shy of the 1st down. Let's see if they give it to him. Yes, they will. Right at the stick, out to the 44-yard line, a gain of 6. And they're maneuvering right down the field. Four carries, 15 yards for Cody Pester. There's a fumble on the play, and this will get Seiling off schedule as Manuel falls on it for a loss of about 1. Back to the 43-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 11. Here comes the 8th play of the drive that started at the 20-yard line after the kick into the end zone by Nunez. So glad to have you with us wherever you may be across the state of Oklahoma or around the world, wherever you can watch high school football from Oklahoma. Handoff to Pester. And Pester is tackled after a gain of about 5 or so. Judd Cheatham, we'll talk about him a lot tonight as well, comes up to make the tackle. Judd, the safety.
You know, Tom, you can't put a value on open field tackling in 8-man football because a lot of times there's a difference between making a tackle or a touchdown. And right there, Cheatham, big tackle.
3rd down and 8.
Nice play.
Manuel, nothing doing. Boy, I tell you what, leading the way for OBA is Jacob Colby, the senior. Give him a yard, but it's going to be 4th down and 6.
Just a great job there by Colby taking on the lead blocker and holding his ground, and Manuel didn't have the ability to bump it or cut it back up inside.
Yeah, let's see what Seiling wants to do here. Not 4th and 1 this time. It's 4th down and 6, just shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, and the Squirtle crew with you tonight on the Game of the Week. Looks like they're going to go for it. They could give OBA good field position if they cannot convert. Wideouts left and right. In the shotgun. Manuel fakes the give. Play action. Floats one right side. It's intercepted. This is going back the other way. This will be a touchdown. Harry Nunez to the house.
Huge play.
Touchdown, Trojans.
What a great start for OBA. That's going to be probably a flag on 21 for tossing the ball up in the air, but
we will call that a 50-yard interception return for a touchdown for the Trojans, and it's Harry Nunez.
I'll tell you what that was, Tom. That was a scouted play. They had watched film on that particular play. You could tell the way that Nunez sat on that, and he read it perfectly, and like you said, you called it once he caught it.
For Nunez, it's his 3rd interception of the season. Ties for the team lead now with Judd Cheatham. And they'll go for two. 8:02 to play in the first quarter. And OBA with the defensive touchdown, the pick six. Our first look at Bodie Boydston. And he'll hand off to Cheatham. Now take it back. That is actually Ian Easton who comes up short. 8:02 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 OBA. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
You know what I mean?
OBA with the defensive touchdown. Harry Nunez with the interception. 50 yards back to the end zone. The two-point conversion run is no good. And OBA jumps on top, 6-0, and Seiling will get the ball right back. You know, they put together a nice drive that got him to midfield. A 10-play drive. They went for it on 4th and short and got it. That was a 4th and 6 play. And the pick. And now Nunez, who just scored the touchdown, boots it into the end zone again. His second touchback. And the Seiling Wildcats will take over, first down and 10 on the 20-yard line. And this drive will start with 8:02 to play in the first quarter. Let me tell you something. An 8-man football, a kicker that can put it in the end zone is a huge weapon.
We talk about that a lot. Most of these teams are squibbing or, kind of on a form of an onside. The other thing to note, too, Tom, and you and I talk about this a lot on these 8-man games with these explosive offenses and good teams. 2-point conversions are huge in these games. Well, keep an eye on that.
I mean, you look at last week's game, the win over Laverne. That was a 2-point game, 40-38. Manuel tries to forget about the last play. Little draw play up to the 24-yard line before he was collected by Bodie Boydston.
I'm telling you, early on, Jacob Colby is really impressing me. He scraped all the way across the line of scrimmage there and wrapped up Manuel from behind.
2nd down and 5. It's going to be Manuel again, and he ran right into Bodie Boydston that time. Boydston said, "You are not getting back to the line of scrimmage." I guess they're going to give him about a yard or so. They're being nice.
Harrison Crow was also there on that play, too, as well.
So now 3rd down and 4. Pistol formation with an H-back to the right. Check to the sideline. 7:13 to play in the first quarter. OBA on top 6-0. Nice. Hand off Pester. 1st down and more as he gets out across the 35-yard line to the 36 before being taken down by Judd Cheatham. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Gain of 10.
Now Pester hits that hole so quick, and he just found a small crease there and bounced forward for enough yardage to get the 1st down.
6 rushes, 29 yards early on for Cody Pester. He'll give it to him again, but this time he's sniffed out, and he'll bounce it to the near side. Help from Olak, but if he makes something out of this, and he will get a couple 3, that's all athleticism right there before he was chased down by Jacob Colby. He will end up picking up 3 on a play that should have been a loss of 2.
Yeah, no doubt. OBA is doing a good job of staying home, making sure they're there on all their assignments. It's tough defending a running quarterback and a tailback like they have in the backfield, and so far early on they've done a really good job.
Cody Pester last week, 15 carries for 113 yards rushing, including a 98-yard kickoff return in that win over Laverne. They jumped out 34-6 in that game, and Laverne got back into it, made it interesting late, but Seiling led all the way.
Got a new tailback in the game.
And he'll fake the give to him, pass across the middle. Ball is a little bit behind, although that hit off the hands of Hudson Hamer. That's one he should have had. That's Rush Hunt in there in the backfield.
That's a tough ball to catch, though. There was a lot of zip on that ball there by Manuel, and it's always difficult when your momentum's going one way to try to reach back and catch a ball like that.
So now 3rd down and 7. Ooh, off the fingertips, incomplete. Let him a little too much. The pass intended for Newt Hutchison, the tight end. So now 4th down and 7. And a great start for OBA. They're going to get their defense off the field. We haven't seen their offense yet except for the 2-point conversion.
Just early on, the defense for OBA, the question is, can they be physical enough? And so far, they have answered the call.
So a chance for pretty good field position. The punt by Hudson Hamer. Got a pretty good one angling toward the near sideline and out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. They'll mark it at the 33, and that is where we will get our first real look at OBA as the Trojans will take over with 6:25 to play in the first quarter at the 33-yard line. The quarterback is Bodie Boyston, 28 of 55 passing this year, 625 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 2 picks. He completes 51% of his passes. He's also carried the ball 26 times for 153 yards and 4 touchdowns. Their leading rusher is Judd Cheatham, 38 carries, 348 yards, and 5 touchdowns, averaging 9.2 yards a carry. They'll flop it out to Judd Cheatham right side. He tries to get to the edge, and he's tackled from behind after a short gain. And that tackle made by Caden Manuel. We'll talk about those 2 linebackers, Caden Manuel and a freshman named Blake Chain. 2 linebackers, really their defense flows from those 2 guys.
Well, that was impressive pursuit there by Manuel because Cheatham can really run, and he cut him down short of getting upfield very much yardage.
2nd down and 8. Harry Nunez, who we saw return the INT for a touchdown and a couple of touchbacks, is their number 1 receiver. They're going to go to Judd Cheatham. He makes the catch. He got behind the defense. It's a foot race to the end zone. Touchdown. OBA strikes both defensively and offensively and jumps out by a score of 12-0.
What a great play call there. They just motioned Cheatham across the line of scrimmage, and his speed, he turned the safety. Safety got him out of his back pedal, and he was beat, and Boyston just lobbed it up for the touchdown.
65-yard hookup. Judd Cheatham, his 7th catch of the season, his 5th touchdown. He's their home run hitter as a receiver, averaging 33.8 yards a catch. That's gone up with that 65-yarder. And OBA has stunned the homestanding Seiling Wildcats here, and they'll go for 2. Boyston up under center. He calls his own number and goes in for 2. 14-0. OBA, 6:09 to play first quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Two-play, 67-yard drive. It took 16 seconds. Bodie Boyston, 65-yard hookup to Judd Cheatham for Bodie, his 9th touchdown pass of the season. 2-point conversion run by Boyston makes it 14-0, 6:09 to play in quarter number 1. And a quick start for OBA. The defensive touchdown, and now the quick 2-play drive, including the home run from Boyston to Cheatham. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst from the Squirtle crew. Jacob Woody on camera tonight. Caden LaFortune, our producer. And we'll see Harry Nunez. And keep in mind that Harry is kicking with the 15 to 20 mile an hour wind, but it's still pretty impressive.
It's anytime you can kick it out of the back of the end zone, it's pretty impressive.
And he will angle it toward the near sideline and into the end zone. And for the third consecutive time, Seiling will start first down and 10 on their own 20-yard line. This drive will start with 6:09 to play.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, what a weapon that is. I mean, with having the type of returner that Seiling has back there. He had, as you mentioned, the 98-yard kickoff earlier on in the year. Being able to keep it out of his hands is huge.
So first and 10 from the 20. Seiling 2 drives. First one, the pick 6. The second one, they ended up having to punt. They got the ball to the 40-yard line and had to punt on 4th down.
Great
There's
job.
Manuel picks up a few, but staying with it and wrapping him up is Jacob Colby. And, boy, we're calling his name a lot already. There's a flag, late flag. It's a hold against Seiling. That flag, it might have been laying back there for a while, but I thought I saw it drop in there late. But it's going to be against Seiling. And, boy, I tell you what, they can't do anything right now.
No, and, man, Jacob Colby, we mentioned in the last possession and this possession here, I mean, they run counter right at him, and the guard has a free block on him, and he sheds the block and is right there for a tackle. And you know what kind of player Manuel is. He's not easy to bring down by yourself.
So first down and 20 from the 10-yard line now. Spread the field, empty the backfield on the jet sweep. Pester tries to get to the edge, and he'll get out to about the 14. There's just not a whole lot there. He'll pick up 4, which will bring up second down and still long, 2nd and 16. 8 carries, 37 yards for the 6'1", 165-pound senior Cody Pester. 5:22 to play, first quarter. Manuel to throw this time. Nobody's open. Flush to the near sideline. He'll step out of bounds at about the 13. He'll lose a yard. Actually, give him a loss of a yard back to the 13-yard line. How about the secondary for OBA? They are locked down right now.
Well, and I hate to keep mentioning his name, but Colby, again, is just very disciplined on that edge. He got his hands up in the passing lane, and then he just carried the quarterback out of bounds. Another great defensive play.
So here comes 3rd down and 17. And keep in mind that Seiling is punting into that win, so if they don't get this first down, OBA could end up with really good field position again. Manuel steps out of a tackle, but not for long.
It's Big Beckman inside.
Nick Beckman, the junior. And it will be 4th down and 20, a loss of 7. Take it back, a loss of 3. Hamer's going to punt from inside his 5. It is blocked and laying out there and taken in for a touchdown. Jumping on it was Corbin Burrell, a junior.
What a play.
I think he was the one who blocked it, too. I think that he blocked it, and he looked up, and it was right in front of him. He picks it up and takes it into the end zone, and the Trojans jump on top, 20-0.
Well, another situation, too, where he just went completely unblocked up the middle of the line of scrimmage and got a lucky bounce, too, off the block. Bounces right back up into his hands, and he finds himself standing in the end zone.
So the punt block for a touchdown. So let's look at it now. A defensive touchdown, an offensive touchdown, a special teams touchdown for OBA. And the fans that made the trip out from Enid right now, they're having the party across the way, I guess as much as they want to over there.
Good play.
2-point conversion run is in. That's Judd Cheatham. It's a 22-0 start for the Trojans. 4:28 to play in the first quarter. And we'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Well, the Trojans have run the gamut, a defensive touchdown, an offensive touchdown, and a special teams touchdown. And a little more than halfway through the first quarter, they jump on top of Seiling 22-0. It's homecoming in Seiling. It's a good thing they got those festivities out of the way before the game.
Well, I'll tell you another scenario is a situation with coming off the big victory last week for Seiling against Laverne, someone that's been a nemesis of yours, and you get over that hump and you get that big win, and it's hard to get kids motivated. You know, you get a lot of pats on the back during the week. We know Seiling is a great team.
Yeah.
Seiling will respond in this game. All great teams do respond, but man, what a punch so far by OBA.
Yeah, this is a great start for OBA, and this is 8-man football. I mean, 22 points is nothing. They're going to return this one from the end zone. I did not think you could do that.
I didn't think you could either.
I did not think you could return
You
a
can't.
kick into the end zone, and that is what Chris Kayott is saying right now. You can't return that.
Yeah, you can't return the ball out of the end zone.
It was a good return out across the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line. And if I'm OBA, I'm not thinking about kick return.
Yeah, they got it right. You can't return the ball out of the end zone.
And that right there tells you why it is such a weapon in high school football, because you can't return that.
Yeah, and a lot of people that are out there watching might not know that, but Tom thankfully let everybody know. But you, in high school football, like you said, I don't know if you can you do it in college anymore? Yeah, you can in college.
I think you can, but you can also call the fair catch and get it at the 25-yard
Yes.
line. They've kind of done that for safety and all that, and the NFL as well. So Seiling down 22-0, and some yardage on first down. That's big old Giovanni Duarte, 5'10", 180-pound sophomore.
Got a flag on the play, though. Holding.
Boy, I tell you, everything's going against Seiling right now. That's their second holding penalty. They had one in the previous drive that kind of got them off schedule and ended up having to punt from inside the 5-yard line and the punt block into the end zone.
And just for clarity purposes for anyone that's out there watching, our rankings on the scoreboard are incorrect. Seiling is actually in the AP ranked number 1, and OBA is ranked 5.
Yeah, top 5 matchup. Right now, OBA looks like they're the number 1 team in the state. From the pistol formation, option pitch near side. Pester tries to turn it up, and he's chased down again. Jacob Colby.
Ali.
He'll end up picking up 6 to the 16-yard line.
There's another situation there where they put Colby in a bad spot too as well. I mean, he's got to take the quarterback or the pitch man both, and he makes the play.
3.5 to play in the first quarter. 22-0 OBA. It's a very important drive here. Manuel wants to throw, and he's being chased. Steps out of the tackle by Boyston. Now a late flag in the backfield. Might have got him by the face mask. Got him by the horse collar. That's what it is. This will go against OBA. And you see Bodie Boyston goes over to Manuel and, gives him a hug.
Yep. Face mask. You were right on the first one.
Yeah, I said face mask first, then I thought I saw the official grab the horse collar, but whatever it is, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Well, and that's big for Seiling, too, because they were getting ready to be in another situation of 3rd and long, backed up in their territory with that wind blowing in their face. So
out of the 22-yard line will bring up 2nd down and 8.
not enough for a first down, so it won't be automatic.
Manuel to throw, has a wide open receiver near side 50 to the 40-yard line. That is Hudson Hamer. Hamer tackled from behind, but not before he gets down to the 25-yard line. Saving the touchdown was Harry Nunez.
Well, and that was a time they caught Nunez peeking into the backfield. Great play call there by Seiling for the big play. Let's see if that can get them the momentum they need.
53-yard gain. First down and 10 at the 25. Pester that time for a couple. And down to the 22. Huge drive for Seiling. They're down by 3 touchdowns. They need to cash this one in. Fake the give to Pester. Manuel is tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and once again, it is Jacob Colby. Jacob Colby is off to about as good a start as a defensive player can be. Third down and 10, most likely 2-down territory. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter from Seiling tonight. All OBA to start. Manuel looking left, looking right, throws toward the right corner of the end zone. Hamer with the touchdown as he lost the coverage from Harry Nunez, and that will get Seiling on the board to make it 22-6, a 25-yard touchdown pass.
Second time they kind of caught Nunez peeking into the backfield. That's what that run game can do, and I like the change up of the play calls by Seiling on that last drive. The play action worked well for them.
Well, Hudson Hamer, 2 big catches on that drive, the 53-yard hookup and the 25-yard touchdown. Touchdown comes with 1:46 to play in the first quarter. This is going to be an exciting, fun game tonight. Boy, we're just getting started. Manuel, draw into the end zone, comes up short. He'll say his knee was down. 22-6 the score, 1:46 to play in the first quarter. Back after this is the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Well, the Wildcats needed something desperately. They got it. Trailing 22-0, they go 7 plays, 80 yards in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And it was a second big hookup on the drive from Caden Manuel to Hudson Hamer. The touchdown pass, 25 yards. The 2-point conversion run fail. 22-6 our score, and now OBA will get the football with the 16-point lead. A lot of fireworks early on in this one, Adam Dieselhorst.
Yeah, and what a great answer there by Seiling. They really needed that, and I like how they changed it up. Obviously, there's so much attention paid to the backfield by OBA that they caught him peeking 2 different times and get points put up on the scoreboard now.
And this kick will not come close to finding the end zone. There's a return from the 22-yard line. And back the other way goes Judd Cheatham across midfield.
And he is a weapon in the return game, too. That was I don't know if you remember watching his brother play in the past years. He was the same way.
So the drive will start at the 46-yard line in Seiling territory. .139 to play in the first quarter. Boyston with a two-back set behind him. Bodie will hand off. There's Judd Cheatham right side. The play stretched out and the tackle made by Caden Manuel, the linebacker. Give him a gain of 1 to bring up 2nd down and 9.
A great play there by Manuel. Man, his pursuit on that play was very impressive.
Well, Seiling needs a stop now. They can't match OBA score for score at this point. We've got a lot of action going on across the state. Got another game of the week tonight with Todd Miller and Morrison tonight. Morrison and Newkirk. And plus a lot of games on the Squirtle TV app. Squirtle.tv.
Delay a game.
Yep, clock runs out. So 2nd down and 9 will turn into 2nd down and 14. Back at the 49-yard line. Sun going down on Northwest Oklahoma. Just a fantastic night for football. Up over 90 degrees for the high today. I think 96, 97 is what I saw. And it's about 89 or so now. Boydston right up the middle. Gets back to the 45-yard line. Gets a little bit of it back. Picking up 6. Or picking up 5, excuse me. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
And that just shows the versatility of Boydston. He can sit back there and fling it, and he also is a threat in the run game, too, as well.
He's only thrown the ball 1 time tonight, the 65-yard hookup for the touchdown to Judd Cheatham. He'll throw for the 2nd time. Nope, he's going to bounce left, throws it, slings it to the left side off the fingertips of Harry Nunez. That'll bring up 4th down and 9. Well, so Seiling may have just gotten the stop they needed. We've already seen Harry Nunez, the weapon as a kicker. Let's see their punters, Bodie Boydston, punting with the breeze. Final minute of the first quarter. Seiling has not had great starting field position, starting at the 20 on their 3 previous drives. And we've got a timeout. Let's take a break, pay a bill or two. 51 seconds to play in the first quarter, 22-0 or 22-6 OBA. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on. OBA has a bye next week, which they'll need after a game like tonight against a team like Seiling, but they are looking at 4th down and 9. No punting. They're going for it. 4th and 9 from the Seiling 45-yard line. Boydston has a man complete, 1st down. Harry Nunez with the big catch at the 31, a gain of 14.
Well, and that's just a situation where you're so confident in what you can do throwing the ball, and he just ran a really deep out and got the corner to kind of flip his hips, and great completion there.
12th catch of the season for Harry Nunez. He went to the guy with the best hands in the team right there. They needed that, and they got it.
Well, that's a big answer for Nunez. Obviously, he gave up the touchdown in the last possession, so he's definitely wanting to make amends for his errors.
1st and 10 from the 30. Boydston falls across the 30-yard line down to the 26. It's only Bodie's second carry of the ball game. 2 carries for 10 yards. He averages 6 yards a carry.
Might let this thing run out. Oh, they got to run. Nope, they could run. They could just run the play clock out if they wanted to.
Will we take this into the second quarter? We'll see. 2nd down and 6. The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line. Empty the backfield. Boydston wants to throw. Looking left. Caught. Bouncing out of bounds after a nice gain is Jacob Colby on the final play of the first quarter. We'll take a break. It's 22-6 OBA over Seiling, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, and the Squirtle crew with you from the crossroads of Northwest Oklahoma, Seiling. And the home team, it's homecoming, and they're trailing OBA 22-6. If you're just joining us, OBA scored on a 50-yard interception return for a touchdown by Harry Nunez, and then a 65-yard touchdown pass from Bodie Boyson to Judd Cheatham. And a punt block inside the 10-yard line. Corbin Burrell fell on it and carried it into the end zone. Make it 22-0. And then Seiling scored their first touchdown in their last drive. 25-yard touchdown pass from Manuel to Hamer. Caden Manuel to Hudson Hamer.
What a great turnout here tonight.
Oh, no doubt.
We could tell when we were sitting in the parking lot waiting to get into the stadium, just – you know, the fan support here at Seiling is top-notch, and obviously OBA traveled well, too, as well. It's my first time back to call a game here at Seiling. This is going to date me, but it's been a long time since I've been to the stadium, and when I was at the stadium last, they were playing 11-man football.
Yeah. It's been a few years since I've been here, too, and back in the day, before about 15 years ago, back in the day when both Canton and Seiling played 11-man football. This was a huge rivalry. Then Canton dropped down. Seiling stayed at 11-man for a while. They didn't play each other, but now they're back playing 8-man football, and that Canton-Seiling rivalry is a lot of fun, too, although it's been a little one-sided. Although I don't think Canton's a lot better this year.
Yeah, Canton's got a really good quarterback, I know. I know they gave Garber quite a game earlier on in the year, but the names back in the day, Mr. Bruce Hendrickson, who won about as many games, I think, as anybody in high school football.
All-time winningest coach in Oklahoma history, I do believe.
Yep. Smart brothers. They had a tailback back in the day named Darren Rettinger, who was quite the player for Seiling. And they used to run a toss play that I felt like everyone on their team, all 50 members of their team, were lead blocking on that play somehow. That's what it felt like.
You talk about OBA, was it probably, 3 or 4? It might have been 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago maybe. You and I broadcast a Squirtle game of the week. 11-man would have been their last year, an 11-man.
Crescent.
Against Crescent. And Crescent had a lot of talent.
Yep.
OBA went out there with like 17 guys and played hard all night long.
Yeah,
so you really feel like when the numbers got a little more even, OBA was going to make some waves, and they're doing that in 8-man football so far.
Well, and naturally OBA started their program as an 8-man team too as well. A lot of people forget that. So, I mean, their move back to 8-man was natural. With Coach Kayot being there, having coached 8-man at Laverne, it was a natural fit for them. It was the best decision for their program, and the amount of kids they had coming out, the amount of players, the amount of enrollment that they have as well.
I'll tell you what, this may be the longest quarter break we've had in a while. I don't know what the heck happened down there.
It looked like Manuel ran off the sideline and had to change something on his shoulder pads, but he's not even back into the game.
So first down and 10 from the 18-yard line, and I think they're going to move OBA back 5.
Nope, it's going to be encroachment.
Oh, it's encroachment. I didn't get a good look at it. I thought it was Beckman who jumped, but that's not the case.
Boy, and that's not what you want to see coming out of a timeout and a long in-between quarter delay.
So move it to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 5. Boyston calls his own number right side. One hand touched him, not enough to stop him. Touchdown, OBA.
Boy, and that was way too easy. I mean, you know who it was on the corner again? We talked about him all the time on defense. It was Jacob Colby with the seal block off the edge. Allowed Boydston to walk in for the touchdown.
For Bodie Boydston, his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. Now 3 carries, 22 yards rushing, and a touch tonight. A 13-yard run. They'll go for 2, 28-6.
Nope.
Boydston tried to just uses momentum to go forward, comes up empty. 11:55 to play in the first half, 28-6 OBA. Let's take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
OBA answers Seiling's touchdown. A short field, 6-play, 46-yard drive in 1 minute and 44 seconds. And it was the quarterback, Bodie Boyce, and a 13-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion run is no good. 11:55 to play in the first half. Is 28-6. And Seiling will get the football back.
I want to make sure we give a shout-out to the administration at Seiling. Anytime we ask to come call a game, we always obviously have to ask for permission. And Seiling does a fantastic job with their own student-led broadcast here, SeilingWildcats.tv. I believe they're next door to us over here to our left. And thank you to Mr. Gregory, the superintendent, and Brady Hamer kind of helped us too as well. And we just appreciate it.
Well, the short kick into the wind, the fair catch called for by Blake Chain. And Seiling with their best starting field position of the evening. They'll take over at the 42, their own 42.
Brady Hamer's got a decent program going here.
Oh, he does? What's he got going on here, Adam?
Man, they are a lot of fun to watch, aren't they? And it's just they come in waves and they play the game at you kind of like that in waves. It's they got a lot of success, a lot of gold balls over in those trophies, and I think they got a few more to come too.
How many gold ball bookends could they make? Quarterback draw. Take it back. It was actually Peaster, who was in there, and he took the snap and will pick up a couple.
And I'm not sure what's going on with Manuel right now. He ran off the sideline into the locker room, and he hasn't been back. That's what they kind of were delayed in between quarters from. But I'll tell you one thing right now. The question was, can OBA be physical? And they have looked very physical in this game.
Well, they've got him back in there. The play action, take it back. That is the backup quarterback, and he will hit Hudson Hamer down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Hamer, he does a good job bluffing that route every time. The 3 times they've connected on that, they've burned him, those cornerbacks looking into the backfield.
We need to check that number. He's 65. We have no 65 on the roster. We got to find who that backup quarterback is.
That's Manuel.
Oh, it's Manuel wearing a different uniform.
Yes.
You're right. That's okay. That's a good point.
I think he had blood on his uniform.
There you go.
That's why he had to go in and change.
There you go. They need to tell us that. I was going, boy, you got big old offensive lineman. I thought it was there. That's just Manuel. He's huge. Gain for Peaster down to 3 yards. Down to the 18-yard line.
Ooh,
Right
nice
side,
play.
ball caught out in the
It's going to be a
flat.
block in the back.
And inside the 5-yard line, that is Blake Chain. And yeah, this one most likely is coming back.
A few people reaching out to me that are watching. Got Jenny Smithson, an OBA fan, is out there watching. I know she's had some kids go through the OBA program. I believe she was a counselor there for a while. And Andy Campbell and his wife Gina are both watching from Oklahoma City. So I want to tell them hello.
So move them back. It'll be second down and about 14 or so. Back at the 26. Empty the backfield. Caden Manuel wants to throw. To the end zone. Has a man, touchdown to Hamer. 26-yard touchdown pass. Second time that those two have hooked up. 28-12.
Big answer for Seiling. And Hamer is racking in some stats now, receiving.
That's his 4th catch, 2 of them for touchdowns.
He's got to be plus 100 on the day for receiving, I'm guessing.
Go for 2, right side.
Peaster.
Yep, Peaster in for 2. 10-17 to play in the first half, 28-14 OBA. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Ten minutes and change remaining in the first half. Seiling with a 5-play, 58-yard drive. They score in a minute and 38 seconds. It is Caden Manuel to Hudson Hamer. 26-yard touchdown pass, and then Manuel to Peaster on the 2-point conversion. And OBA will get the ball back. Returnable kick from the 20-yard line across the 30-35 to the 40 and to the 42-yard line. Judd Cheatham with the return.
Well, what a great answer by Seiling. Seiling
needed
really needed that bad, and, man, OBA has done a great job of stopping their run game, but the passing game by the Wildcats, namely Hamer and Manuel, they are making a serious connection so far in this first half.
Yeah, Hamer, 4 catches, 126 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10 from the 42. Boydston fakes the pitch right up the middle and near the first down, across midfield down to the 48. Give him about a yard short to the 49. They're going to mark him back a little bit, so a gain of 9. And you look at Bodie Boydston. He's a big kid, senior. He's 2nd down and a long one, almost 2. Defenses have their work cut out for them tonight. Snap it to Boydston. Gets a block on the right side, down to the 35-yard line. Before he was undercut by the freshman, Blake Chain. Flag on the play. Back in the backfield, the hold will go against OBA. Tell you what, next week we're going to have a good one. Not too far from here, down the road in Fairview. Fairview and Hooker is what we have in mind.
Yes, sir. That's one of our games. We will have another game, too, as well, that we have not mentioned yet, and we'll be back on Pay Dirt next week, too, as well. So you'll make sure you'll have to tune into our Pay Dirt show as well. It's kind of strange with week 0. It kind of throws you into flux, and typically it's about the 3rd week of the season, which really almost kind of becomes the bye week for everybody.
2nd and 12. Boydston again down the sideline in front of his bench. Pretty simple game plan right now. Put it in the hand of your senior quarterback. He'll pick up 10. Nah. Give him 9. Third down and 3. 9 minutes to play in the first half. OBA jumped out 22-0. Now
OBA
28-14.
Play call in here, about to run out of time.
They won't get it off. I think OBA got the timeout, yes. Timeout Trojans, 8:59 to play in the first half. We will take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scordo, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
$8:59 to play in the first half. OBA burned that timeout as the play clock was running out. Take a look at some of the team offensive numbers. Seiling with 189 yards of total offense, including 126 through the air. OBA with 136 total yards. 87 through the air, another 51 on the ground. 3rd down and 3 from just shy of midfield. Boydston, nothing doing. It's Manuel. And helped by teammates, but it was The linebacker, Caden Manuel, with the first initial contact.
Yeah, big stop there. They had that play read. Obviously, that was something scouted in their scouting report because they were all right there for the quarterback run play there. It's a different scenario on 4th and 4 or 5 with that wind blowing in your face. A lot of those routes become a little bit more difficult to complete.
OBA at near midfield, going forward on 4th down and 4. There's a big play for the Seiling defense. Boyson going deep.
Wow,
catch
what a catch.
Made at the 30, at the 25-yard line. That is Judd Cheatham ranging high into the air. He gave up a few inches on the defender, but it didn't matter.
What a catch. Holy cow.
Down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 28. And that was spectacular.
Look at this score, Tom. I was just noticing there. How about Winoka and Ringwood, 22-18? We were wondering about Ringwood's had a couple losses early in the year, but Covington and Timberlake's two good teams that they played. And we were talking about Winoka on the way here, how impressive they've been so far.
Boyson up over 100 yards passing in the first half. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Boyson again. He'll pick up a couple. He was tackled by Chain, the freshman. Gain of 2. Second down and 8. Right now, OBA, they just want to keep that cushion. It's been as much as 3 touchdowns to 2-touchdown lead right now. Boyson to throw this time. Has a man, overshoots him, tried to find Cheatham.
And man, when they kick Cheatham in motion across, it's almost like watching the Canadian League. I mean, he gets kind of a little fast start there, and he gets a step, and it's almost like Boyson just wants to lob it up. He was just a little late letting go of it.
That is Boyston's second incomplete pass of the night. He's 4 for 6 for 115 yards. 3rd and 8. OBA has shown us it's 2-down territory. What the heck? They've got 2 downs to pick up 8. Boyston will get about 2 down to the 21.
I will say this, Seiling looks much better on the defensive side, especially stopping the run game stuff. Early on, they were just kind of letting OBA just kind of run their stuff and catching a lot of the action, and now they're pushing them back and creating piles.
And that's what happens. They
Watch
make
him no play here.
adjustments.
Go freeze play to try to get him to jump. Pretty good guess, wasn't it, Tom?
Yep. They'll burn the timeout. Let's take a break. 6:39 to play in the first half. 28-14. OBA against the number 1 team in the state in Seiling. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Well, homecoming at Seiling tonight. Those girls you see right there, the cheerleaders, that's probably the biggest part of the night for them is that homecoming festivities before the ball game. I was talking to Coach Manuel. He told me, I hate homecoming.
Oh, I know. It's most coaches' nightmare, to be quite honest with you. There's just a lot of work that has to be done for it.
I did kind of make his day a little bit because I told him, it could be worse. This is a non-district game. It could have been a district game. And
True.
He goes, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good way to think about it right there.
But homecoming is a big deal. It means a lot, especially these small communities. And I'm a big traditionalist, too. I love the traditions. I think it's really cool. You got some younger cheerleaders down here. I don't know if they do that all the games. I would think maybe that's a homecoming thing. But because I wouldn't think Seiling would have that many cheerleaders, but maybe I'm wrong. So
Well, now 4th down and 6 coming out of the timeout. Boyce it up under center. Slot to the left. And the back right behind Boyston is Ian Easton. They draw him off.
Yep.
Wow, after all that, it still will be 4th down and 1, but much more manageable. Boy, that's the last thing you want to do is 2 consecutive plays where you know that OBA is trying to draw him off, and they make it happen. Down to the 17. So a much more manageable 4th down and 1, especially when you've got Bodie Boyston back there. He could just fall forward and pick this up. Boyston, 1st down. Down to the 5-yard line. It will be 1st and goal. Needed 1. He just picked up 10, 12. First and goal at the 5. Around the right side, trying to get to the edge is Boydston, but they strung him out nicely. He will get down to about the 1. Bring up 2nd down and goal.
Well, that was great pursuit there, and great job by Seiling to stretch that play out. They had busted into the backfield. It made Judd have to kind of bounce a little bit more than he normally would, because normally you'd see him cut up quicker, but a great play there by Seiling.
Here comes the 10th play of the drive. Started back at the 42-yard line at the OBA 42. Quarterback sneak. Does he get the push? He does. Into the end zone. Touchdown for Bodie Boydston. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. His 6th of the season. Now 34-14. Big answer for OBA. Back to a 3-score lead.
Solid camera work there by Jacob Woody.
There you go. The pride of Cashin. We got a lot of pride of Cashins on this team.
We do. Cashin bounced back last week with the victory.
Are they off tonight?
They're bye. They're battling bye.
2-point conversion comes up short off the right side. 6:13 to play in the first half. OBA pushes the lead back out to 3 touchdowns, 34-14. We'll take a break, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Bodie Boydston scores from 1 yard out to cap a 10-play, 58-yard drive. It took 3 minutes and 58 seconds off the clock and was 6:13 to play in the first half. OBA leads Seiling 34-14 on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Well, we mentioned Canton a minute ago, and Canton is putting it to Corn Bible right now, 48-0, just right down the road, just on the other side of the